Hi guys, and thanks for joining me again on my YouTube channel. If you've seen the previous videos, you know what the StitchClip is. Basically, it's a kit. It's something that I've invented. It's the world's very first hand sewing stitch guide, and it looks like this. It's a two-position spring-loaded device that when you open it and put it onto a piece of fabric, it creates a guide for a threaded needle to pass. So it would go like this, and I'm using this pair of pants because it being black and the thread being white makes it really easy to see. So let me show you what I'm talking about. This is the type of stitching pattern you can get with the StitchClip. And basically the way it works is you sew with the StitchClip until you reach to the end, and then you reposition it and just keep sewing. And you can go around the interior or exterior of the pair of pants all the way until you reach back to the point where you started and you've hemmed your pants. So that's basically it. You can hem pants without the use of a sewing machine or with sticky adhesives or little plastic tabs or anything like that. And basically in the kit, I'm going to open one up here, but in the kit you get the StitchClip itself, which shows up in its little bag, and you get a number of accessories that you can see down in this little section here, and that would include things like your sewing needle and registration pins, a seam splitter, a threader, because if you're like me and you're a Gen Xer, your eyes are starting to go, some thread, and a thimble. And once you have that kit, basically you have everything you need to be able to hem on the fly. Obviously, the StitchClip is a small, portable device. You know, it's about the size, a little bit thicker than a deck of cards, but you know, it can fit in a pocket. I'm going to go on a business trip this week and take it with me. You're allowed to use it in airports, so I'm probably going to shoot some content there, maybe even a YouTube short. But basically, it's a way to hem pants without using a sewing machine, because there's a lot of us out there who either don't want a sewing machine because it's big and bulky or expensive, or we just don't have the space for it. So this is a small solution for a small problem, but this is my solution. So if you're interested in it, check it out on the website StitchClip.com. I'd like to say, and this is something I really haven't brought up on a previous video, but one of the things that is of great interest to me is in fighting the fast fashion type of lifestyle. You know, you buy something, you use it until you're done with it, and then you toss it. I really don't like that. I'm of the mindset that I want something that when I buy it, it will last me a long time. And so yes, I want to buy quality, but at the prices they have today, it's like ridiculous. Like I do not condone anyone going out and spending $60 on a pair of blue jeans that you can get at the outlet store for $8. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But this is just my little contribution to the bigger problem. Obviously, those mounds of clothing that show up in the landfills, this is not going to solve the problem. It might put a small dent into the problem, but it's not the solution. So even if you're not interested in the StitchClip, I would highly recommend that you at least look into being able to sew your own clothes, being able to do something with clothing once it's used so that it's not just ending up in a landfill. Either donating it to someone that could use it or modify it themselves or find someone else that could wear it. You know, don't just toss it out. Like, I have my kid's pair of shorts here that I made from a pair of jeans. So these were the jeans, and he had holes in the knees, and I shot a video on how to turn it into shorts. That's what I'm talking about. Like, turn a piece of clothing whose lifetime was basically ended into something else, revive it so that it can be used a second time. That's really what I'm pushing for here. So I'm getting a little off topic, but anyways, that's basically it for the week. I have a business trip to go on this week. It's been spring break and my kids have been home, so I've really got to get back to helping my wife wrangle them because she's at her wit's end and I love her. So I will go to help her. But if you've been watching these videos and you've been subscribing or giving it a thumbs up, this is a new channel and I could use all the encouragement I could get, so it is appreciated. Thank you very much. If you have any comments or questions about the product, other than what you can find on the website, StitchClip.com, feel free to leave a comment and I will definitely get back to you. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.